How would you feel if you joined a new Minecraft server and the first words that someone says to you are, "Do you wanna buy some nukes?" Cause that happened to me.
Would you like to buy some nukes?
No, I don't want to buy some nukes, bro. Since I just joined the server, I don't want there to be nukes either. Like, bro, they're just gonna ruin the server. Luckily, my friend Tizzery realized that as well. Okay, so I have a plan to get rid of the nukes forever. But before we can execute the plan, we have to first find out more about the actual, like, nukes. After a bit of research and asking around, I found out that this guy Nerd is in charge of the whole nuke thing and that this shop is Nerd's nerdy shop of nukes. So, to get the information we needed, Tizzy and I headed over to the shop to talk with the man himself. So, Nerd, basically, we just want to know a bit more about, like, the nukes. That's pretty much it.
There are 3 types of nukes, okay? One that just goes, like, doesn't even move, that's 1 diamond block, so it just, like, mines straight down. And you'd have to tell me where to put it. And there's the movable one where it flies straight. And if you want a multi-directional one, that's gonna be 5 per like unit. So you could like buy 20. That would be like 40 diamond blocks.
Okay. So realistically, like, how many nukes can you make?
I can make infinite.
You can make infinite.
Yeah, as many as you want.
Okay, I think that's all we need to know. Pleasure doing business, nerdmc. The information Nerd gave us, we both felt that it was time to initiate the master plan. Buy one of the nukes. Now you might be like, Otto, what do you mean you're gonna buy a nuke to get rid of the nukes? That doesn't make any sense. And to that I tell you, just hear me out for a second. Nerd mentioned like 3 different types of nukes and said that he can make an infinite amount of them. Now realistically, that requires a lot of materials. Materials he's most likely storing in a shulker box in his ender chest, because that's just the most secure place. But if we bought a nuke off of him, he's gonna have to build it. So he's gonna place down his shulker box to get all the materials. And that's when we strike, stealing his shulker and therefore getting rid of the nukes. It's genius. So we got a diamond block, headed back to Nerd, and bought a nuke. We knew that naturally Nerd was gonna be very curious as to what we needed the nuke for. So we just had to lie.
I really want to know what this is for.
We're gonna nuke ourselves.
Yes, we're making a video called "Can I Survive a Nuke on this SMP?"
Wait, actually?
No, I'm just making a trap. Why?
Nerd had us wait for like 40 minutes before he said he'd build the nuke. If he starts building it without even placing down a shulker, it's over.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
I mean, it would have been easier if you just had like a shulker full of all the materials.
Well, you see, I wanted to. I had one until, again, I told you my base was great.
Why do you have shulkers inside of your chest?
No, I had them on the... Bro, ask anyone. I just keep my shulkers in the ground at my base.
Bro, are you stupid? Plan failed miserably. Now we are 1 diamond block down, had a nuke that we wanted nothing to do with, and worst of all, we did all of that for Nerd to not have a nuke shulker. What happened to I can make infinite nukes? If we wanted to get rid of the nukes, we had to go back to the drawing board, come up with a plan B. Okay, I think what we have to do is we talk to Sweater. He's the president of the server. He can probably make rules and stuff, so we just like talk to him, we convince him to ban the nukes, and yeah. This plan was very unreliable though, because even if Sweater did make a rule to ban the nukes, it's not like they're just gonna disappear. Nerd is still gonna have nukes and still be able to make more, whether we liked it or not. We immediately started looking to more reliable backup plans, but before we could settle on an actual plan, Sweater got online. So we went to talk to him, but apparently the Sweater guy is the most paranoid guy of all time. I was like, hey man, you're the president, can you ban the nukes? They're bad. And he was just zoned out, holding an ender pearl, staring at the exit the entire time. He told Tizuri to start moving in a circle because he was standing still. I don't even know. Sweater did say he was gonna make an announcement banning the nukes, but do I believe him? Hell no. So Tizzer and I immediately started working on a plan C. Okay, look in here. This is everything Nerd needs to make a nuke, other than the dead coral fans. If you just make it impossible for him to get anything here, then GG's, no more nukes.
Well, I feel like quartz and iron is gonna be way easy to get, and the slime blocks. Practically everything here can easily be gotten.
Except dead coral fans.
Wait, That's so true.
See, dead coral fans are crucial items to the nuke process. Without a dead coral fan, a nuke, which is basically a glorified TNT duper, is only able to produce one single piece of TNT. And with a dead coral fan, it can make infinite. Removing every dead coral fan would mean that Nerd's nuke would just be one single piece of TNT. We had to do this. By getting the coordinates of 3 different structures and throwing them in a seed tracker, we were able to find the world seed, and therefore get the coordinates of every single coral reef within the world border. All that was left to do was fly around to every single one, collect all the coral fans, and burn them all. And after 6 long days, we had every coral fan on the server. Except the ones Nerd already has, which is a big problem. Because if anyone finds out that someone removed all the coral and the word spreads to Nerd, it's over. Who knows what he's gonna do? Maybe increase the nuke prices, maybe keep his coral locked away in his ender chest forever. We had to act fast before any of this happened. So we immediately called up Nerd. The plan is the same strategy we tried at the beginning. Steal his material shulker, which probably has all the coral. It's been a few weeks since we first tried this, so this time he probably does have a material shulker. We just had to see for ourselves. I'm so laggy, bro. The only issue with this plan now is that I am incredibly laggy. My ping being like 5,000 and my internet running on 0.7 megabits per second. But it's fine. I mean, surely it's not gonna affect anything, right? So, Nerd, you might be wondering why we brought you back here. Well, kind of like realized that we need like the multi-directional nuke for like our thing, so can you do that? Nerd said yes, but as long as we paid him 5 diamond blocks after. And we were like, yeah, sure, man, we'll pay you. I was gonna have a punchline here where I say that we won't, but I feel like that's pretty obvious. Something I find interesting though is how when we first bought a nuke from him, he wanted to be paid before he built the nuke. Because we paid him back then, now he trusts us enough to build the nuke and then get the payment. It all worked out. We just had to wait until he placed down his shulker.
Just need like 1 redstone. Where's my redstone shulker box?
This was it. Everything that we had worked so far for has led up to this one moment. What the hell is this? Some deep slate, some wood, some potions, 44 arrows? Where's all the redstone at? It's fine though, cause logically he just said, where's my redstone shulker? And then placed this down, which means he's probably looking for his redstone shulker, which means he's about to place it down any minute now.
Really? Hey, redstone.
Really? Is it going to be a problem here?
Okay, I can stop building.
My lag was so bad here. I was lagging back, I wasn't taking damage when I was supposed to, and then when I thought it couldn't get any worse, Zuri starts losing his patience and acting hella suspicious.
Can I see your shulkers?
But then somehow, it works.
Do you want to see how organized I am?
Yes, I would love to.
Nerd places down his material shulker, and I get disconnected from the game.
Like, did you think, bro? That's my most valuable one. Okay, please.
Wait. Okay, hold up. No. Hold up.
Luckily, Tizzer managed to steal the shulker, but the issue is, he still needed me to be there for us to escape. If he runs away and I'm still stuck there lagging, it's gonna be incredibly easy for Nerd to just kill me. Tizzer had to stall until I got back on, but little does he know that his teammate is the laggiest player in all of Minecraft.
Okay, now. Hold up.
Just place it down. Just place it down.
I will place it down. Hold on. I hold on. Okay, wait.
You can't warp away.
I can't. But you know what I can do?
Roll out. I know you can do that. Just don't, please. Oh, don't do that to me.
Wait, hold on.
I'm back, and everything is still running on 1 frame per second. Tizzer, wait. Go. Wait, you can use bone meal in war motion biomes to get coral fans. What the hell?